Tellemtribe Tarot. Daily readings for my tribe. Subscribe to my channel.
Peace, Gemini. I am Cherokee with Tellemtribe Tarot, coming to you with another love reading. I hope you're feeling good, feeling great as usual, sending you positive vibes and positive energy in general to you today. Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Booking a personal reading is quite simple. Click on the book a reading link on my website by clicking the link that takes you to my website that's in the description box. Turn on post notifications. Click the link to show love to the channel, or click the like button to show love to the channel. Share the video to share the wealth. Subscribe to the channel and drop a comment to say hello to a goddess, because you know I love it when you say hello. So Gemini, let's go ahead and get into your reading, because you know we've been talking about your healing, and I feel like there's somebody new coming your way, and I want to talk about them and see how you can prepare for this newbie that's coming in your life. That the season's changing and you just feeling like, you feeling like you're ready for whatever. I'm digging this feeling. So your overall energy is the Ace of Cups. You're open to new opportunities with relationships. You're open to new connections, whether it be platonic, intimate, creative. You're opening the segue, the doorway to your life right now, to allow it in. Spirit is saying keeping an open mind is important when you take this step, but it's equally important to make sure that you filter out and weed out the good from the bad. I feel like with the experience that you've had in the past, you've had more than enough experiences to help you to decipher what's real from what's fake. I think the challenge that you may have with who is coming towards you is the 8 of Wands, and that's trying not to move too quickly, trying not to jump into a situation when it tickles your fancy, when it shows you that, yo, this might be something that I'm interested in. So your guides are really just saying to pace yourself. It's an exciting time for you right now because you've been off the radar for a hot little minute. So it's easy to get carried away and want to just pick right up and just, show them what you're working with. I hear Mystical, shake it fast. Watch yourself. Oh my God. So, just pay attention to that. Pace yourself and do things in moderation. I'm going to pull the grand view here. Pull that oracle card on the side. Put that oracle on the side. We'll read that in a second. We don't need any more oracles right now. The stars in the future. Ooh, the tower is how you're seeing, how you may be seeing your life right now. You might be open to new beginnings and all that good stuff, but you're just feeling like your life is in turmoil, or you're getting over some things that you just can't really control, or you're trying to get through it. And the possible outcome is the 9 of Wands. So you're just in the planting season. On the bottom of the deck, we have an oracle that says avoid making serious decisions and instead focus on creating harmony within your relationships, which is very true. The 2 oracles here on the side, we're going to reserve that for the end of the reading. If y'all didn't sneak and read that already, or pause and read them already, it's okay. You got the message right when you were supposed to. So we already got the challenge for you now. Subconsciously, Gemini, I feel like you know the importance of physically separating yourself from the things of the past in order to open up the segue for the new beginnings to arrive. My apologies, as I always gotta apologize for the same thing, because no matter how much I try to find a quiet time to do my little readings, my neighbors, they just be with the bullshit. But I'm gonna be in my little cottage soon on my little 10 acres of land where I won't have a neighbor for miles and miles and miles. That was a little commercial break and a venting session at the same damn time. Anyways, but subconsciously, you know how important it is, Gemini, for you to look at the brighter side of things, which is why the star card is here in the near future. It's because you're in colliding the things that you feel with your actions. I feel like you have to keep a positive mindset when it comes to your dating life and when you meet people, especially when they do things that you don't like for the first time, or you feel like somebody may show you something that you don't really like for the first time. You have to remember that people be peopling and everybody is not perfect, including you. So you shouldn't be so cutthroat when it comes to meeting new people. At the same time, you have to understand the importance of balance. And what got you to this point is manifestations, putting yourself in the position to win, separating yourself from the things that don't serve you anymore. And I feel like some of you may have a manifestation book and you haven't opened it in a while because you didn't realize that you're getting your wish fulfillment. Some of you are so caught up on what you couldn't change that you kind of didn't realize when God might have sent somebody your way. Some of you are psyching yourself out of a good time, but what got you to this point where you are right now is your positive and optimistic mindset. People hold you accountable for being the voice of reason. People hold you accountable for being that positive vibe when there are no vibes. They hold you accountable for being the vibe. And you have put a lot into your healing. You've put a lot into growing as an individual. And that's how you've gotten to this point where you're ready to meet new people. It's not just relationship based. Is in general. And I feel like the people around you are sensing this change. And if you realize that certain people ain't even fucking with you no more, to be quite frank, and that's because your guides are showing you what's real and what's fake. You feel me? So Gemini, you're doing the damn thing. Now, your hope is that you meet somebody who's a great communicator with the Page of Swords. And your hope is that, I feel like some of you are hoping that somebody contact you as well. And y'all got to stop that shit. It's either you going to cut the past off and let the past go and really move forward and literally cut the cord if you have to. You know what I'm saying? I don't sell spell work, but there's people that do. If you need to cut the cord or you need to Google how to cut the cord, go ahead and do that. Because I see that some of you are trying to better yourself for the wrong reason. Somebody not gonna want to hear that, but I have to put it how it is. Like, some of you are trying to get right so you could stunt on the person that you ain't fucking with, so when they hit you up you could be like, well, this is me now, as opposed to just doing you. And when they show up when you didn't even realize that they would, they see you just flourishing. You don't have to do too much to get a lot. You feel what I'm saying? By doing you do the most regardless. You do the most for you without even trying. So there's no need for you to try to get back at nobody or hope that anybody sitting by the phone and excessively checking messages and shit like that. Leave space, make space, and a safe one for the new people that are coming in, because that's your challenge. Your challenge is jumping into something too quickly in hopes of completely blocking out the past. You cannot speed up your healing. As much as you may feel that you're moving forward, and you are, you still have to pace yourself in a way that is respectful to what you need, and so that your hard work on yourself won't be in vain. Now, with the Tower card, as we discussed, is how you see everything happening. You sometimes feel like you don't have any control over the things that are falling apart, and sometimes you don't. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't. It's like going shopping on a day out and you have a ton of money, and then you swipe your card for gas a couple times because you've been driving here, there, and everywhere, and then the charges catch up and they all pull out on your account on the same time, and you go into the negative even though you had money to cover it. And you're just like, how did I get here? And but you still have money to cover it. You know what I'm saying? You still have a recovery plan. So things might be looking crazy. I'm just saying, like, there's some things that's beyond your control, and you have to, it's the way how you maneuver and manage after the fact. You're not going to cry like, oh my God, I'm broke. You know, it's just like, oh, that was a moment. I'm glad I checked in time before a fee hit my account. I'm just using that as an example to show you, because the banks don't be playing that shit. And the same thing, like with some, a regulation may change at your job. You know what I'm saying? And that regulation is something that you used to violate all the time. You probably one of the main reasons why it got changed at the job. And now they got a little more strict with something. But looking at the glasses half full is like, you have a job. You see what I'm saying? Or something increased, like rent increased, but you can still afford it. And it's not necessarily a money issue. It's just saying that some things are beyond your control. How you respond to it is how you will fare off. So you may be looking at different things that are happening in your life, and you're just like, yo, I feel like I'm getting the shitty end of the stick. And you might be right now. But how are you going to handle that? Are you going to let it block your blessings? Are you going to let it miss out on your prince or princess charming? No, you're going to handle it with grace, and you're going to keep it moving. Your environment right now is the King of Cups. So you may have a Pisces, Cancer. I constantly see a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy coming into your life. Somebody that is emotionally secure. Somebody that might be a little bit of a charmer, but definitely know what they want. And they're going to say a lot of what you like to hear. I feel like this person is going to be tall. This person is going to be lanky for some, and then this person is going to be stocky for others. So I feel like it's going to be a person that's not typically your type, but they're going to meet you. They're going to meet you where you at, as far as that kindness that you're looking for, that nurturing, that love that you wanted, that felt like a safety love, like that safe love. So I feel like that's what's coming towards you, or that's what you're trying to manifest, is this King of Pentacles. Now, so you're hoping that you could just take a hold of your finances. Notice how I use those comparisons with the finances. And I feel like that's what you're just trying to take a hold of. So some of you are trying to level out your business. You may have a new Shopify store and you may not know what the hell you're doing, and you're trying to figure that out. Or you may have a new bank account with you know, minimal funds in it, and you're just figuring out how to do things. You may have a new LLC, or you're getting assistance from someone, this King of Pentacles energy, who has done what you've done. This could be your mentor, and your hope is just that you could follow in their steps and make it do what it do. But if you are resilient, you most certainly will, because look at the possible outcomes being the Nine of Wands, meaning that you need to be resilient. If you are resilient, you will get what you are asking for and what you're working towards. And if you don't allow one bad or two bad or three bad situations or things that are coming at you fast to affect you for the long haul, like holding on to grudges or feeling like life is against you, then you're going to get through it and realize that everything that you're going through is preparing you for the best that is yet to come. Because I do see this Pisces, Cancer energy coming towards you. Again, I don't know if this is a person from the past, or I don't know if this is a new person, but I do feel like this energy is brand new, and they're coming with a lot of energy, like a lot of intelligence, and they're just smooth and they just know what to say. So just hear them out and don't jump into anything too fast, because that's always been the challenge for you. So let's go ahead and address these two oracle cards that we pulled earlier. Half the full moon, embracing high levels of motivation and energy will bring feelings of empowerment and satisfaction. And then the moon in Scorpio, negative attitudes and fiery arguments are possible at this time. Channel your energies into positive physical activities like decorating or gardening. So, you know, take that advice, Gemini, and apply it as you see fit. But you do have some great things happening here for you. You just have to pace yourself and be consistent, resilient, resilient and positive with your thinking, and trust that life is going to work exactly how you think it to be, which means that your thoughts need to be in a flowy and progressive manner, a flowy and progressive vibe. And that's all I have for you, Gemini. So until next time, subscribe to the channel. Love and light, tribe.